I think one of the most important things that Stonewall brought about was visibility. People saying, I'm here and my life matters. That happened across the world, really. One of the activists who was involved in those early days was named Frank Kameny. And he said before Stonewall, he could probably count 60 or so LGBT civil rights organizations across the country. A year after Stonewall, it was probably 2,000 as well as that they could count. And the LGBT civil rights movement has been growing ever since that time. And I think a large part of it is just people being visible and not hiding themselves anymore.
You know, you actually have personal stories, Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, that are woven into the events of the time. You have the Mattachine Society, you have all of these different groups that are acting in tandem in order to make, you know, gay rights a thing that all Americans are striving for, not just a small section of society, and make it so that people feel safe to come out and safe to live in the cities that they live in. 50 years ago, we were in this interesting political backlash. So, you know, a lot of people were experiencing a lot of marginalization, whether they were in the Black community, in the gay community, in the Latin community. Like, all of these people were being pushed to the sides.
It's something that unified the community in a really new way. Without Stonewall, I don't think I would have been able to come out of the closet myself in the community that I live in and grew up in.
The point at which I think I got into more of a deep dive on it was when I did my series of paintings for the center, focusing on queer and trans women in history. I did a painting of Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, and it was through that I learned a lot more about the location of Stonewall, the connection between the Stonewall riots and Pride. It is essential to understand when there were massive shifts in culture, and Stonewall in particular marked a massive shift in culture's perception of queer and trans people in history. Up until that point, it was pathologized, it was, you know, criminalized. People could not be who they were. And as a result of the Stonewall riots and like all of the activism that took place after that, people like me can grow up in a country where, you know, I can get married to the love of my life. Not everybody has had that opportunity, least of all pre-Stonewall.